Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Diggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the running back. Moving past the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Throws it in. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Oh, a lot of space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pena. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he makes the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He might want another play. Gonna sling it on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Makes the catch, it's Diggs. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Catch in the middle, it's Diggs. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defensively, they knew they were going to see four verticals, right? They show that time and time again, and with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. First and 10 from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. that was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he goes down right there, and it'll be a loss on the completion.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen, see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Aller. Pocket breaking down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Powers through. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. It's a running room. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Reynolds. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Allard. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. Is now 2nd and 10. Wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pena. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has in his toolbox.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to pick up yardage. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Under fire. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job forcing the fourth down here and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the able to swat it away past incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on third. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Aller. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with the pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
the Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. They'll go right back to him. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Rebels are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. A shot toward the end zone, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. Hit as he throws. He caught it. Touchdown, Rebels. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Aller. Oh, they're after him. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back in.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in. because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better?
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not... to be found as he stopped at the 18. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 33. Offense come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. The Ducks have enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins.
Lofts one high and deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. All alone, he's got it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
unloads quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires left. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Slings it downfield. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Moore to the air. Here's a heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
That's caught. It's Garcia. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Floating away. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and lift him.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball. I can go do this.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still on his feet. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity.
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up down. Looking to the big tight end. And they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Randall. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be stoked. I mean, just to have a complete performance. The defensive line shutting down the run, making sure you can't get any kind of run game going in the secondary, being locked down.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man on the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the two. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking for space, it's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Klubnik. Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner will be brought down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Smashes through the tackle. And run away for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here for Dave. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive. First play of the game and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Snap it to the back. Fights off the defender. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On the run, it's Young. There he goes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you...
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got his man on the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football.
Holds it in on the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Finding an escape route. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the 2nd quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Direct snap. Creates a little room. He's loose. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot. It's a seam wide open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Finds a little space.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Turning on the Jets. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Under fire. Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time on target. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. Offense changing the play. To throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to scramble. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Fighting off the defender. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Across the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They take the lead with the 6. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bernard. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on...
College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air, it's Sayin. Wasting no time taking a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Irish! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback that you're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Love. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the boot, looking for his man. Grabbed over the middle, it's Love. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. That's reeled in, it's Love. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. It's caught. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Sends it back in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got him this time. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long, no problem. I got this in the first half.
With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going for the goal line. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Carr. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time it's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fires to the wideout. It's a pick. He threw it right into the double cover. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's locked. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Bob. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. The sure hands. It's Love. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Wide open space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Oh, out of space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
To the air, it's Sayin. Tight end finds a soft spot. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
To the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference.
Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for room. It's Durham. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. At midfield, he's got room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that box.
The lone back's got it. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown! moved in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Coming out aggressively. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. There he goes. Just a tremendous play to wrap up this first quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. He's He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Spits it out to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running more, throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got enough for the first. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it! Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've gotten the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. It's Berry. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Escapes the sack. Now improvising. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
They made 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, that's 2 drops in a row for this guy, and if you're the quarterback, you're starting to ask yourself, do I need to keep giving this guy opportunities, or am I going to start looking elsewhere?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Steps away. He's turning it loose into the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Now on second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team continues to fight for yards. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give as they work on that clock. Quick step and go. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move them on the counter. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it first and goal.